elbow drop, elbow to your face. Ooh, yeah, the madness is back, brother, yeah. We're playing Silent Hunter 3 again, and um, it's roughly Christmas time, so why not sing that song like an asshole? I'm effing Controller, and we're playing another patrol here in Silent Hunter 3, and Randolph Poffo is still at the helm, despite his best efforts. We had a rather unsuccessful trip over to the States, so I figure we're not necessarily going to go that far, and in keeping with the holiday season, I think that we might head north. Yes, indeed. I want to go see Santa. So we're going to go visit Santa. But there's a couple of real quick items, I suppose. We got basically no renown out of that last patrol. So unfortunately, we don't really have a whole lot of options as far as loadout and upgrades and all that good and glorious stuff. But one thing I do want to mention is that there is a new torpedo. There's a couple of new torpedoes available. There's the Type 11, which is a passive acoustic homing torpedo. It is very, very saucy. I don't know. It's a good torpedo. It's a homing torpedo. But it costs a lot of renown, so unfortunately we're not going to be using that. And then there's a Type 3 Loot 2, which is an electric loot. I think, I might have used that phrase at some other point, and I imagine some guy in a giant Shakespearean collar, like, playing Freebird on a lute. But anyways, yeah, this is the same thing as this one here. It's just an electric torpedo, so it doesn't have as much range, but it doesn't leave a bubble trail. You know how that works. It's very complicated. If you don't understand it, too bad. The game has, by default, given me a lot of Type 1 fat torpedoes. I don't know how I feel about this, but on the other hand, Type 3s are not that expensive. I am going to replace one of these, at least, with just a plain Type 3. There's really no reason that I need so very many of these. I do have a couple of Type 5s still, the Zaukonig torpedoes. I don't know what that word means, but whatever. I do have, looks like a total of 2. So hopefully we won't need either of them, but they're handy to have, as I have demonstrated. And also, a very, very sad note, it's bittersweet, we'll say. Samite and Dogpaw have transferred off of the boat. So I will be replacing those two with new crewmen. We have Arthur Weiss here, who is not going to be called that for very long, and then Harald Kassberger, who is also not going to be stuck with that ridiculous name for too long. But we'll attend to that once we get out to sea, and I can go into Silent Hunter 3 Commander and fiddle with that. It's September 3rd, so conditions are going to be a little bit better for us in terms of weather and light and all that wonderful shit, but it's not going to be good in terms of destroyers and aircraft and destroyer escorts and corvettes and aircraft, so that's going to be fun. Let's go ahead. I don't know what grid we've been assigned, AM52. That's actually one I think I've been in a previous patrol, but whatever. We will be heading north somewhere, possibly to intercept some Arctic convoys, and if it ends up being boring, I'll go somewhere else where the action is. But in the meantime, that's where we're going. Let's take a quick look at the news for August of 44. The Polish partisans have launched a major uprising in Warsaw. The U.S. Third Army cuts off Brest, Lorient, and Saint-Nazaire. That's why we didn't want to stop there. Because if we had, I think we would have had a little bit of a game over there. Operation Dragoon has started. The Allies landed in southern France. On the 17th, the Canadians took Falaise, the Falaise Pocket, which was a kind of a bulge in the German line. I don't know if that was actually the end of the pocket or if that was just the capture of the town, but whatever. Romania accepts the Russian armistice terms and declares war on Germany 2 days later. Well, that's just fantastic. Monthly losses, Not great. 34 U-boats for 91,454 tons of Allied shipping. We have, I think earlier in this year, our replacement rate has officially dwindled below our rate of losses. Is that right? Well, in any case, we're losing more than we're making. So we're operating at a loss. We're having a slight deficit. The shareholders are really going to be disappointed. So that's the news. It's not looking very good for us, but we're going to try to make the best of it, and we're going to go try to kill Santa Claus. So let's hop to it. Alright everybody, welcome to Bergen. Here we are. I haven't renamed my crewman yet, but I will do that once we get a little bit more underway. It is 3:48 in the AM. I'm going to get us motivating here. And that silly-ass helicopter is in the air. I can already hear it. Part of the reason, of course... There it is. Oh, you. What are you even doing? Well, anywho, we are here in Bergen, Bergen it up, and I'm anticipating an air raid, because that's just how our luck has been. Let's go ahead and start the radar up and see if I'm, oh boy. Where's that? Where's 33? Is that... What are you talking about? Oh, these are all within visual range. Okay. Minor crisis. Everything's fine. Alright, so we're going to head out of Bergen. And we're going to head north. Like I said, I'm intent on visiting Santa's workshop. And stealing all of his toys. Ah, ha 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 ha. And hopefully, really what my intent is, as fun as that would be, to visit Santa Claus in a video game, I really want to sink an Arctic, well, attack an Arctic convoy. Let's not be presumptuous. And, you know, they're still around. I think that they decreased in frequency later on in the war because Russia was kind of doing okay, but they still definitely needed supplies. So I'm actually going to look at my map here. Very sneaky, sneaky. I'm going to see what kind of convoy routes we can look forward to. Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting. Yep. Okay. No. There we go. Zwei. Okay. Holy shit, I hate this. I knew it was gonna happen. Where are they? That cruiser or whatever is... Oh, here we are. Every time. It's just like they time it for when I'm leaving. Ridiculous. Go ahead, flank. That one's, oh, two of them are not doing very well. Flugzeugesichte. That one is probably... Whoa, it's like it threw its bombs. That's kind of crazy. I don't know where their bombs were dropped. Oh, over here. Marvelous. That one is crashing. Right there. That one is crashing. They need to not... Oh, hey, I think we got one of them. Am I steering us? Oh. This is actually going okay. I shouldn't feel panic-stricken or anything. I think we did... Oh, that one, that buddy over there, he doesn't look too good. Oh, we got a plane kill. That's something. We shouldn't be steering so much. There you go. Bye-bye. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing Silent Hunter 3. Cue the sad music. That one is a little bit far away, but I wouldn't be surprised if we shoot it down. There is all kinds of flak and bullets and bullshit in the air right now. This is totally ridiculous. Alright, you guys can mellow out. Oh, there's a seagull. Get him. Maybe not. Alright. Well, that got handled. Meanwhile... I knew that was going to happen. I don't know why it rattled me so much. It's just, I guess, unpleasant to have a fucking air raid happen right when you're leaving port. That's where we're going. We're just going to kind of dilly-dally around here. And supposedly Santa's home is on Svalbard, which I think is here. So maybe... I don't know if we're actually going to attack any ports. I don't think we're going to kill Santa either, but... because we're definitely on his naughty list, let me tell you. But, yeah, we're just going to cruise around up north, see if we can run into a convoy, ideally. Okay, stop steering. Let's go back to course. And let's just get our shit together here. Just get a normal watch crew up. Don't need him. And replace our crew names. And just pretend like this whole ugly episode never happened. I find myself saying that a lot. That's kind of the outlook you have to take late in the war. You just kind of have to put everything behind you. Why are we... what? Are we still steering? Why are we heading south? That's not the course I told you to take. Oh, it is. And that is where you're wrong, Herr Cologne. Okay. Ship spotted. It's friendly. Okay. Moving on. We'll be moving on. Well, I just wanted everybody to gather around real quick and welcome our new crewmen and, you know, give them wedgies and unwanted sexual advances and so on. Because that's the kind of ship this is, apparently. Everybody welcome back Pfeifengesicht. I think that he was actually on board before at some point. I feel like he was. Maybe I'm confused, but I know I've said that. I think I said it even while recording this game. So I'm trying to remember. I could go back and check, but if he was on the ship, he was on for a very short time, and his name was cut off, as I recall. So, I mean, he was definitely on. Maybe he got killed or something, but in any case, welcome back. I feel like he should be aboard. Oh, we just got a radio message. How fascinating. Let's also welcome Danger Deadpan. He's definitely new. I think he was one of those poor souls who was whose name was given to somebody who had not been hired onto the crew. Ha 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 ha. And then we have Majestic E3, who is a flak gunner. He used to be named like Artur Klotz, and I for some reason ended up not naming Artur to anybody, but he's now Majestic E3. So yay, everybody is now named and everything is more or less correct. Our officers are still Wolfie McPherson, Krilla Childs, Backpfeifengesicht is the new one, Ach9, and Fezzy. So there you go. Let's take a look at that message, because it's probably full... Oh, yep, the base and Brest has been abandoned. Let's actually take a look at the map real quick. On that very topic. That is interesting. Dieppe, Paris, Rennes, and Bordeaux, and Lyon are all showing as neutral, as are Marseille and Toulon. Brussels is in Allied hands, though. Fascinating. Fascinating, fascinating. Le Havre here is probably still under siege, as are all of these cities, but yeah, they're going to be out of our hands soon enough. Alright, well, we haven't made very much progress, but we will continue on and head north and try to kill us a reindeer. The news just keeps getting better and better. Brussels and Antwerp have fallen to Allied forces. I think we already knew about Brussels. Let's double check that. Actually, just coming up to the surface for a little bit of fresh air. Yeah, Brussels. I don't know why I'm zooming in. It's definitely not ours anymore. Antwerp is showing up as ours, but not for long. And for some reason, Antwerp is not on the water, but whatever. We won't question it. Rotterdam is. That's good. Okay, well, we, again, still haven't made very much progress, but we're going to press on despite the imminent collapse of the situation, but, you know, sometimes collapses are fun. So, you know, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Orson Welles who said, everyone finds a fat man falling down to be a delight and a giggle. And that's basically what's going to be happening over the next few months. It's going to be a big fat man falling down over and over and over again. Well, I was a bit worried that there was nothing around. We'd gotten all the way over here, and now we have radar signals. So we've got the wrong kind of thing around, but that sometimes means that the right thing is right around the corner. Oh, wellity, wellity, wellity. Let's see what these jokers are. Ah! Martlets! Delicious martlets. We should be completely safe. But that is sort of encouraging. It's kind of funny that they're heading, well, I guess not. I was going to say it's kind of funny that they're heading from the southeast. But we're still pretty much in the open ocean. So who knows? There's probably an escort carrier lurking around somewhere. But it's difficult to say where. But that's actually encouraging. I was starting to get a little bit worried that the game was broken. But it's not. There's still things out there that want to kill us. So we're going over here at this juncture to, I think this means Bear Island. Rawr. Sounds really fun, and that's actually why I'm going, is that it sounds like a party. I want to hang out with some bears, and bear it all. Bears. Actually, I'm probably just going to kind of pick at this area for a little while, and honestly, I don't know, it doesn't seem, well, we haven't had any traffic yet up until now, so, and we've been here for quite some time. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of all this. We have had some messages that are a little bit worrisome. For instance, I think this is a duplicate. Our base in Salamis is no longer available for operations. That's a Mediterranean port. And then shortly thereafter, Lorient is no longer available for operations. No soup for you. And then we got this. From U-19, boat is scuttled to avoid falling into enemy hands. All boats in group in same situation. U-20 and U-23 also preparing explosives. I don't know the specifics of the situation, but U-19, I believe, was scuttled off the coast of Turkey, probably because they didn't have any way of getting anywhere where they could resupply and stuff. So those were Type 2 U-boats, so they might have not had enough range to escape, so they just said, fuck it. Just gonna blow up. Fine. Whatever. And that's what happened. So that's that little bit of trivia. Basically, a lot of the U-boats that ended up in the Mediterranean, if they survived, ended up actually being stranded, because as you can see, Italy is now pretty firmly in the hands of the Allies. And you would not want to go through anywhere here. This strait here, or certainly not this strait here. This is basically your only real option. And it's not much of an option. So if you wanted to try to escape, you'd be kind of screwed. I guess you could try to sneak into Yugoslavia or something like that. It's not happening. Don't even try it. So yeah. Meanwhile, we're going to try to actually go on the surface and hunt. We were listening all that time that I was jabbering on. We're going to turn on our radar and see if we can run into some shipping. Something other than planes would be really good. That's the ticket. It's a westbound convoy heading out of the USSR, but I don't really care. Heading at 8 knots. Bada bing. And 8 knots. It goes about 15 knots per hour. Whoop! Let's give that a try to start with. I'll get rid of all this shit here. fine. Alright, so, what kind of speed will we make? 14 knots. We will be there in approximately 17 hours. Real quick, 17 times 15 is, carry the 1. I don't know. It's not quite, it's not going to work out that way. So let's see. In 6 hours, you'll cover about 89 miles. That would be approximately 267 miles in 18 hours. Well, hot damn, we might actually be able to catch him. But let's just not get ahead of ourselves here. So let's see. That's him in 16 hours, though, or 18 hours. I just need to do the arithmetic in my head. You have to bear with me. It's a little bit of a job. Yeah, 89. Yeah, we should be able to catch him, or them. I think we can do this. Convoy hunting, as we've demonstrated, is a little bit difficult at this point in the war, but I don't know. If it's an Arctic convoy, it might make a slight difference. Might have Soviet escorts, and I laugh in the face of the Soviets. I am not afraid of them. They cannot hurt me. Certainly not. So wait, yeah, we're going to cruise at a head full for a little bit. If you go faster, a head full or a head flank, you run the risk of damaging your engine, so you don't want to actually do that so much. You want to use it sparingly. So let's actually go back down to a head standard, give it a little bit of a break, let it catch its breath, get back to a head full, and it will go on like this. We will hopefully catch them, though, and hunt them, and kill them. Yay! Well, we're just approaching the convoy, or where I think it will be, and I think that's a plane. Great. That could be planes sent from the convoy, and indeed those are planes, because the line is getting very short very quickly. In other news, we have this! I'm not happy about that, actually. That was a little under an hour ago. Thank you for shutting everyone up. So that's a little bit of a problem. Hopefully they won't get intermingled with our convoy here. I'm going to let these planes pass us over. Hopefully. And there's the Chug. But I need to get into position for this convoy. So I think I'm actually going to surface now. And, oh, balls. Those are lead escorts. So... Huh. Probably lead escorts. They're part of the convoy because they're fanned out so much that I can't imagine those really being planes. But that would indicate that they are further north than what I was thinking. Very puzzling. Very interesting situation developing here. Alright, so there's... Oop. Yep, that's the convoy. It's a warship on a search pattern. He's gonna come try to kill me. He's probably not real happy with me being here. Oh, balls. Okay. Well, this might actually work out. That's probably a merchant. That's a warship. I'm gonna change course here. I'm gonna... should go this way. And if he goes to our last known position, that should be okay. Oh god, yeah. Here we go. Because one thing I kind of fouled up in our previous convoy attack was kind of finding a gap, really. And I didn't find that gap between the warships where I couldn't shoot my torpedoes through the gaps, basically. That's what I was trying to do, and I failed. But this time, my torpedoes will seek out every crevice that they can and just penis jokes. Okay, that's enough of that. I can't finish that in a meaningful or interesting way, so we're just going to focus on the task at hand here. Can I get a report, Mr. Soundman? Mr. Soundman! Oh boy. Tell me what you hear. Bum 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 bum. Something something rhymes with here. If you hear things really well, I'll buy you a beer. Wow. This is going great. Everyone is having a wonderful time. It's at 3:17. That's what I wanted to know about. And it is... I think you are full of lies. Whoever is running this machine. Clever Kilvania. I sense deceit. Testicle, get on the radio. It's fun to say. Get Testicle on the radio. That sounds like an awesome band that I would listen to. Alright. Testicle performing live. Okay, so that is... I still don't think that that is the nearest warship, but... let's start a normal sweep. Get that so that it updates correctly. That's the nearest, whatever this bastard is. Here, there's something in here. That's a warship. I'm going to try to get out of his way. Which doesn't look likely to happen. It looks like he's about to go over the top of us. Here comes the ping. Maybe not. Oh my, stars and garters. He's in our... there you go. Okay, okay. Let's adjust our course to this. And come up to periscope depth. Because I think we might be in it to win it, folks. There's something going very close to me here, but I think that could be a flanking escort. That would be... yeah, that's probably what that is. I don't know. It's either a flanking escort or a small ship on the outside. Usually the smaller ships are on the outside of the convoy. Okay, it's 8... what the fuck was that? Geometry! Most deadly foe. Yeah, that behind us is a cargo ship. That's super. Okay, that's actually a Granville. That's not a bad target, but let's see if we can... let's back up. That's a large merchant. That's unfortunate. We can't hit him. It's a victory ship. I think is another victory ship. Okay. Well, that settles that. Let's put the scope down and get the book out. Scope down, book up. Scope down, book up. Presented with apologies to 2 Live crew. That was a medium tanker. That's a scary sound to hear. That is just a plain medium tanker. It is not a whale factory, which is what I like to call claim jumper. Should I just... I'm going to do this, and I might regret this. I'm just going to do a 15-second reading to confirm or deny the veracity of our speed reading, which we received some hours ago regarding this convoy. Very interesting. I don't think... There's not a lot of foam coming off the prow.